Hey guys, and welcome back. Well, two pastors faced 20 years in prison after allegedly defrauding the federal government of $14 million in loans. Now, Sheila Quintana, 67, and Staccato Powell, 62, were arrested and indicted on wire fraud and conspiracy charges after securing loans under false pretenses. Now, the pastors were leaders of the African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church, AME Zion, and served as officers of the governing Episcopal district churches in the western part of California, or Western Episcopal District. Now, authorities claim that they built the federal government out of $14 million by seizing control over various temples and using the churches to assess the funds that only benefited themselves. Now, Quintana and Powell supposedly scammed the government from October 2016 to July of last year. Now, the counts were made public on January 25th. Now, the indictment alleges that Powell and Quintana conspired to defraud AME Zion Church congregations in Oakland, San Jose, Palo Alto, and LA by redeeding the local congregation's property in the name of WED, W-E-D, Incorporated. Now, Powell, who was a bishop in the church, was charged with one count of mail fraud, and both he and Quintana were indicted on various counts of wire fraud and one count of conspiracy to commit wire and mail fraud. Now, when their elaborate scheme reportedly was first initiated, the churches involved had little to no debt. Now, Quintana and Powell allegedly falsified bank records, left out pertinent information, and created fraudulent documents to prove that the congregations agreed to the new mortgages. Now, the terms of the mortgages have astonishingly high interest rates, and prosecutors claim the pair used the church building as collateral. Now, proceeds from the mortgages reportedly went to Quintana and Powell. They didn't do anything for the church. Now, according to the report, Quintana fronted the money to her husband, while Powell used the cash to buy properties in North Carolina. He also supposedly paid off an existing mortgage of his. Now, the scheme reportedly unraveled in 2019 when the loans on the churches began to default. AME Zion Church leaders demanded that Powell relinquish the property deeds to their respective churches. Now, by mid-2020, all of the hard money loans were in default, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. Now, the bishop was arrested in Wake Forest, North Carolina on January 25th, and his wife was arrested in California. Now, they are scheduled to appear in Northern District Court in California by way of Zoom on February the 2nd, which is tomorrow. Yeah. Now, the Reverend Coloma Smith, the pastor at the University AME Zion, said, "We are grateful to the Federal Bureau of Investigation for bringing this case forward. We are grateful that somebody heard our cry and started moving on that. We are grateful for those in the community who knew and supported us." Wow. Will a man rob God? Oh, yes, he will. Mm-hmm. My. I tell you. Some people say, well, don't report that because that make all preachers look bad. No, it make the ones that doing bad look bad, and it should. I mean, defaulting and taking the money and spending it on themselves. That's what's wrong with our communities, guys. I think the church should take more responsibility in helping the community. And our communities would be a better place for our children to live in, and we wouldn't have all this crime, all this killing. I really do believe if the church would help their neighborhoods, help these children, build, have a place where these young children can come in and someone help them with their homework. They can come in, have a safe haven, come in and feed them. I think it would help our communities. It wouldn't be children going around hungry, and I really think the church needs to do more. But some people in the church, like these, they feel that it's better to benefit themselves than their community and fellow man. All right, guys, what y'all think about this story? Just press that comment button and we will discuss. Thank you so very much for watching my video. Hope that you will give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Just press that subscription button and ring that bell. And as always in party, be blessed, y'all.